that Mad River chapter of the Red Cross needs? What is your big, if you had a list of 10 things, we need, you know, wish list things, what would be the, okay, two. Give me 2 things.
First would be volunteers.
Okay.
Those people that can help us out in the community to train in emergency preparedness, to train in CPR and first aid. The economy is bad, but we all have the power within ourselves to help someone else that is less fortunate than we are.
Right. And we have to remember, these are our neighbors and friends.
Yes. Yeah. And the other thing would be the contributions. Being able to help, we're coming up on summer, and parents have to work. They have a 15, 16-year-old child at home and little babies at home that need to be taken care of. With the economy the way it is, we don't always have that funding to send them to daycare.
Right.
So one way to contribute or give a contribution is to give it to the Red Cross and allow that student to be prepared in babysitting, to be trained in babysitting. Yeah,
and you would, it's hard to believe that, you know, back in the old days, nobody ever thought of that kind of thing. And, but nowadays it's, you know, the 15, 16-year-old boy or girl who's babysitting can really make a serious impact if they just knew CPR.
Yes.
Or where to call for poison control, these kind of things. And it would be nice, you know, a whole babysitting course would be cool.
Yes.
I would think that would be good. Well, I really appreciate you guys being on the program. Well, and good luck.
Thank you very much.
All right, we'll have you back again and get an update of what's going on. Especially if anything bad happens, we'll have you come on and tell us what we can do to help.
Okay.
All right?
All right.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We're going to take a quick break and thank some sponsors. And then when we come back, you'll see an interview with former Congressman Brown and Bob Hamilton at Cedar Bog, and they've built a brand new facility education center out there, and I hope you enjoy that interview as well. Thank you for watching.
The Urbana Leader is sponsored in part by the Depot Coffee House, a gathering place for locals, a resting place for bicyclists, and a haven for history and railroad buffs. Located 6 blocks west of Monument Square on Miami Street in Urbana, the coffee house can be found in a refurbished 1890s train station on the Simon Kenton Bike Trail. Free Wi-Fi, fresh baked goods, local artwork, and good conversation can be found every day of the week at The Depot from 7 a.m. till 9 p.m.
Good afternoon. My name is Bob Hamilton. I'm acting today as the moderator for the Urbana Leader Program, and with us this afternoon we are at the new Cedar Bog Education Center. We have Eric Dorsbacher, who is the site manager, and Joyce Brown, who is a member of the Cedar Bog Association and also the Friends of Cedar Bog Association. And I'm going to start off by asking Eric to tell us a little bit about Cedar Bog and what's going on right now.
All right. Since this is spring, we have a lot of spring flowers coming up. We have lots of endangered species here at the bog. The marsh marigold is up, trilliums are up, hypatica is up. Of course, the skunk cabbage was the first thing up for the season. We've already seen quite a few of our critters. I've already caught an American toad, a spring peeper, and a snake that we are still identifying. We think we know what it is, but we don't want to tell everybody till we're sure. So spring is happening, the animals are moving, the plants are coming up. We're looking forward to a good season, especially since we now have an education center. So before we were working out of a kiosk, and now we actually have an official site. So we're really looking forward to a great start.
And Joyce, would you tell us a little bit about how the Education Center came about here?
Oh, I'd be happy to, Bob. And I am co-chair, actually, of the Friends of Cedar Bog Nature Preserve. I serve with my husband, Bud Brown, Clarence Brown, and Lily Ann Johnson, who heads up JWP here locally, and who loves nature and has been very active in many things, including Cedar Bog. This all began, Friends began, in August of 2006, when there was a gathering of over 160 people attending the Champaign County Historical Society with a meeting with Ohio Historical Society, which at that time was the 100% owner and manager of the Cedar Bog site. That has since changed. On May 6th or 7th of this past year, a management agreement was signed with the Ohio Historical Society, which gave the management responsibilities almost completely over to the Cedar Bog Association, which is a 501c3. The Friends were organized under the Cedar Bog Association to provide the operating expense for the new building and future development. Until that time, money had been appropriated in 1999, $1 million by State Senator Robert Cupp, and I think your dad was one who went over, Eric, and,
Yes.
and told him about the bog. But Bob Cupp, who is now on the Supreme Court, Ohio Supreme Court, was instrumental in getting that money appropriated when he was serving in the state Senate. The money came, the money stayed. The money was finally released after that August 06 meeting, and the enthusiasm of our community and our region was shown to the Ohio Historical Society. Our goal of $500,000, which will make the interest available for the operational expense of this new building and future development, was then decided upon as our goal. We have reached $208,000 in the bank at this point, plus pledges, which puts us in very good shape. We are anxious for the community support at any level. It doesn't have to be, we'd love to have $100,000, wouldn't we, Bob?
Yes, we would.
Oh, my goodness, that'd be great.
That would be great.
But we've had wonderful volunteer support. Our committee is great. Bob Wetzel, a retired artist, has made our tree thermometer. Well, I could go down the list. Dick Burtz is going to help us out. Oh, so many people have entered in, and particularly Randy Wilkins, who designed our donor plaque, and that will be presented officially by Greg Ward, who built from Randy's design, built the plaque, and All-Star Trophies and Awards in West Liberty did the engravings. So we just have a wonderful start, and we look forward to seeing all of you in the community coming out to the new building at prescribed hours. If you're not a member of the Cedar Bog Association, please join. That will give you free admission. Please don't forget Friends. We would appreciate any and all, from $10 to whatever. But we need your support too. So thank you for inviting me to be a part of this. Thank you, Bob.
Well, you're quite welcome. And Eric, I'd like for you to tell everybody what hours is the best to be out here and what hours are available for them to come and visit the
I will
bog.
be here from 10 to 4 p.m. Wednesday through Sunday to help people out, to take tours, to be here for the public. But if you come out and someone's not here, feel free to put the money in the blue box, walk through, take a tour. Please enjoy the nature. Don't leave any trash, and we'll catch you on another day. Please come on out and see what we have. You might be surprised. So.
Well, I'd like to add to the fact, this is such a unique place for this part of the country or any part of the country that there just aren't places like this to go visit. And we're lucky enough in Champaign County that we have such an area here. It's one of the wonders of the world in a sense. And for the people in Champaign County who've lived here all their lives, this is just a short drive down the road, whichever direction you come, and come visit us, and you'll have a